Y'all can't tell me I ain't beat her face. If you want to know how to get this look, keep on watching. What's up? It is your girl Lee. So I'm taking Witch Hazel on the cotton pad and cleaning her face, get it free from all oils. Now I'm going in with the Pond's Dry Skin Moisturizer. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. So now I'm going in with Mika Magnesia. So she do have a show today, so we need this makeup to stay on all day. All day. So her eyebrows are very tempered and she wants something very light. So I'm just going in and I'm just going to do my best to fill them in and make them look like a brow because yeah, she wants a brow. So now once I fill it in, I'm going to go ahead and get some concealer on a flat concealer brush, and I'm going to start off where you see me starting off now, which is the arch. So I'm going to start off from the arch of the eyebrow and push it towards the tail. Once I get the end of the eyebrow situated, then I'm going to push the concealer towards the front of the eyebrow, making sure I go past her eyebrow and onto her forehead. You do not want to stop it at the tip of the eyebrow. You want to stop it in the center of the forehead. Then you want to go ahead and drag down your concealer and then, blend from there on. When it comes to blending out, you want to make sure you use a dense brush. So I like to start off from the carve of the eyebrow and then to pat it down. And I like to make sure where her nose is, where, I pushed it out towards her forehead, that area, I like to make sure I continue to blend that and push it out to where it seems very seamless as possible. And then I'll go ahead and add more concealer on, and I just do the same thing to the other brow. So this is in real time, it's not sped up. You can go ahead and see how I carve out the brow. Once you're done blending out, you want to take some setting powder and dab it all over the eyelids. This is going to stop it from creasing. And if you're going to put eyeshadow on, this is going to help the eyeshadow to stick. I'm using the Laura Mercier A translucent powder, and I'm not putting eyeshadow on her today because she has a show and she's going to be in different outfits. So, yeah. Going in with my NARS foundation. I do not remember off the top of my head what colors I used, but I did mix two colors together. I'll go ahead and put them in the description box below. But I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap it in. Now, I'm tapping it in very, very generously because she do have the Mika Magnesia, and I do want to make sure it is covered, but I also want to make sure it's not too thick. So I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to tap and press around until it look like skin. This is not sped up. This is in real time. I just want y'all to see how long it takes to actually blend. It is not something that is supposed to be quick. It is going to take you time to blend. If it takes you 10 minutes, then it takes you 10 minutes because you want to make sure you have a seamless blend and that it is skin. But anyways, I wanted to just talk to y'all. So I have a lot of videos already filmed for you guys. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. The thing is, I don't want to edit them. That's my problem. But I'm going to do it for y'all. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte concealer. I do not remember the shade, y'all. I'm gonna try to figure it out. But I'm gonna take the Tarte concealer using that same beauty blender, and I'm gonna have her look up, and I'm just gonna blend it out. So I know y'all been seeing this trend going on where you put the little dot near the inner corner, and then you put the line towards the outer eye. This is very, very good, especially with her type of face. Her face structure is very small and narrow, and it is already in that V shape. So if I were to draw a triangle, it would just be too much. Whereas that dot and that line was just enough to give the enhancement that I needed. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to blend it out. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on her chin, blend it out, and then her nose and her forehead. If y'all have not followed me on Instagram, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all need to go ahead and follow me at black.pocahontas. It's going to be in the description box. Also, follow my makeup page. I do makeup, I do hair. It is Bake Beauty Bar. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the description box down below. Go ahead and give your girl a follow. Make sure you also subscribe to this page, and you leave me a comment, and you leave me a like, and all things beauty. And we're gonna also do some college stuff on here, because I am a college student, y'all. Woohoo! Gator girl. Y'all already know it's a Swamp Nation. But yeah, let's get back into the video. Now I'm gonna go in with a highlight color. So this color is just extremely too bright, but you only put it right under the under eye. This is gonna give your client the best look ever. Like, that bright eye look is just so phenomenal. So what I did is, at first I went in with a shade that's 2 shades lighter than her for her actual highlight. Then I blended that out and came back in with a super bright highlight, which is about 1.5 shades brighter than the original highlight that I already went in with. Y'all, if it's not making sense, when y'all see the description colors down below, it's gonna make sense, okay? Because I had to get real technical. This is my favorite part. We is finna bake her face. They don't call me the bake queen for no reason. Oh, so I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution and the Laura Mercier blended in together. So for Makeup Revolution, I did use Banana Deep, and I'm going to go ahead and press it in at first. Then I'm going to go in a little bit heavy-handed a second time and just go right back over those places under her eyes. I go under her eyes first because to me that is the most important part. Now I'm going on her chin, and then I'm going to go on her nose and then her forehead in that order. Now, the reason why I am using colored baking is because I want to add a color to her face. So when you use a color setting powder, you're going to add color to that person's face. Whereas if you was to use a translucent, then it will only just set the face. But I wanted to do both, add color and set. And she is dark skinned, so that yellow is just, it's just giving, you know. And then plus, I'm not putting any eyeshadow on her face, so I did want to give her face a lot more like oomph to it. I really wanted to enhance it. Going in with a bronzer. Do you hear me? A bronzer, not contour. I'm not using contour at all today in this video, not at all, okay? So I'm going in with this Juvia's Place bronzer. I do not remember the color, but I will leave it in the description box below. I'm going in with the darkest shades because it do have 2 shades on it. It has a reddish brown, and then it has like a deep dark reddish color. So I'm going in with the deep dark because her skin tone is dark. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on her cheeks as though I was putting on contour. So I'm putting in all the areas that I will put contour in, but instead it is a bronzer. Now, they be saying dark-skinned people cannot bronze. Yes, you can. The purpose of bronzer is to bring warmth to your face. And contour is to bring structure. She don't want any structure. She want the softest beat she could get. You know? So we're going to bring warmth to her face, and everybody needs warmth. Whether you contour or not, you still need to bronze, you know? And you can also bronze for an everyday look without contouring. Just a little food for thought. So now I'm just going on her nose. I'm bronzing her nose. I'm bringing it all the way up to her eyelids just to give that nose a nice soft structure. Using a complexion brush. This brush is from Real Techniques. I'm going to figure out the exact name and I'm putting in the description box below. But using some type of complexion like powder brush, you want to go ahead and you want to start wiping off that setting powder. So what I'm doing, I'll wipe it off of her face, and then I'll wipe the excess on my skin or on like my apron or my shirt or something. And the reason why I wipe a little bit off on her and then dust the rest off on me is because I don't want to get what I just wiped off back on her face. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be so awkward if you take some off and then you move the brush and then it gets in that new location. So yeah, now I'm going in with the dense brush. You can use the same brush that you used earlier when you were blending out her eyebrows. You can use that same brush and just go right under the eyes and do the same thing. I do not like to use that big brush under the eyes because it's the eyes, you know. So I'm going in with the dense brush and I'm doing the same thing, wiping some off on her face and then wiping it on my apron and then going back on, wiping it off, going back on my apron, back and forth. I seen her eyebrows looking a little bit jagged, so I was like, let me go and fix these, you know. If your eyebrows looking messed up, go ahead and fix it. It don't have to be perfect soon as you're done with them. If you gotta wait to the end to continue fixing them, then do that. You know what I'm saying? Makeup doesn't have an order. You can do things when you want, basically. Like, you know, as long as it look good at the end, that's all that matters. So I'm going in with a fix spray from MAC, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set everything on her face. And yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead with a beauty blender and I'm gonna tap it in because it needs to be tapped in. I was trying to do her a nude lip, but she was like, no, I don't want a nude lip. I just want clear. So I just gave her what she was crying for. I just gave her the clear, you know, whatever. She wanted the clear, she get the clear. So now I'm going in with some blush. Dark skinned girls look so good with the rose blush. Make sure y'all use rose, like a really rose color on dark skins. Oh my gosh. When I say it just makes dark skins look just phenomenal. Now I'm finna I just basically put a little eyeliner on, and then I'm just putting on some lashes. I'm using some lash tweezers, and I'm just starting from the inner corner, and I'm just gonna go ahead and keep applying it to the waterline all the way to the outer corner. Now I'm just putting on some highlight. I'm using the Too Faced ice cream palette, and we done. Man, look at that highlight. Okay. It's your girl, the Bay Queen. If y'all have not followed me on any of my social media platforms, go ahead and follow me. It's going to be all in the description box below. It is your girl. Yes, ma'am. All right, bye.